What is up, everybody? I'm Jason DeRusha. Welcome to the CBSN Minnesota Morning Update. Great to have you with us today. It's Thursday. Guess what we're waiting for again? Snow. How fun. Is it going to be a super snowy winter, you think? We have it again after yesterday, and now we're getting some more today. Let me show you the morning update forecast. Meteorologist Riley O'Connor tells us it should be coming in around 11. Not a ton of snow. It'll be snowing at noon, but it'll be clearing by the afternoon. Pretty chilly out there, right? But that is, I guess we sort of have to get our arms around it, like high temperatures in the upper 30s to mid 40s. It's pretty much where it's supposed to be this time of year. Right. Kind of gross, isn't it? Just got to get the hats out and be ready for it. I was outside around a fire pit in the backyard last night. Got to make the best of it in these times, right? And as we head into the holidays, experts are telling everyone to keep their social bubbles tight. If you watched our morning show today, I think we had a story from Aaron Hassanzadeh that had the word bubble in it about 1,000 times. Bubble, bubble, tight bubble, close bubble. Keep your bubble close, keep your bubble tight. These are kind of words to live by. Do you have a bubble? Do you want a bubble? Do you have a double bubble? How many bubbles do you have? Is your bubble trouble? I'll stop, I promise. I have a bubble. We have a couple of friends that we've been seeing. We have our family, so my in-laws, my wife's sister and her family. That's a bubble. But we've also been seeing like some other, like going out to dinner with one couple. And that we have a group of, I think there are 3 or 4 in the bubble. We just wanted to know, how are you doing this? Who's in your bubble? How did you decide who got in? How sad were your friends who are irresponsible cowboy bar partiers feel when you didn't allow them in the bubble? Just how are you navigating the bubble thing? We'll share through some of your comments. Eric is here, and we'll share some of your comments in just a moment. Minnesota legislature is going to convene for a 6th special session today. We'll see the familiar dance that we've seen before, right? The Republicans who control the Senate will vote down the governor's request for an extended peacetime emergency declaration, which grants him emergency powers to combat the COVID-19 crisis. The Democrats in the House will pass it, and so he'll get it. But we'll see this debate play out once again. Another saliva test site is opening up today at MSP Airport in Terminal 1. This is part of Minnesota's ongoing push to expand saliva testing all around the state. So that's good news if you don't want to come downtown and go to the convention center. They have one in Duluth. There's one in Brooklyn Park. They're all over the place now. You can make a reservation to speed things up, but the state is encouraging more people to just go out there. Even if you don't have symptoms, go get yourself a test. All of this as Minnesota has set another grim record in the fight against COVID-19. 56 people dead. That number shared yesterday. Since the start of November, look at this. Nearly 300 Minnesotans have died. Minnesota Vikings, with all that in the backdrop, has said, look, we've been fighting to try to figure out a way to kind of set up entrances in separate kind of sections. And could we get, 1,500 fans in US Bank Stadium? They gave it up yesterday. They said, forget it. We're not going to pursue this idea of having more than 250 people for remaining home games. They say it's the right decision, and it is, to help protect the community from the spread of COVID-19. The only people allowed to attend Vikings games have been family members of Vikings players or staff members. Watching for this today, this is big news in the DeRusha household. The PlayStation 5 is being released today. We're a PS4 household. It's always a debate with the kids. Do we switch to Xbox? Do we go PlayStation? They play a lot on their PC, but all the sports games are kind of on the console. This thing's expensive, $500 for the PS5. That has a Ultra Blu-ray, super duper HD, fancy pantsy disc drive. But almost all the games are downloads now, so you could probably skip the disc drive and get that digital edition for $400. Here's a way for you to help make the holidays brighter for our troops. You can send them a cake. This is just a charming effort. American Legion Post in Chaska, joining with Rhineland Cake and Wine Company and a bakery in Boston. So they're all doing this Operation Cakes for Troops. They plan on sending 1,000 cakes to the men and women serving our country. Troops who got a cake last year said really helped reduce their feelings of being homesick. If you want to send a cake to a soldier through this effort, it's $40, includes the shipping. The deadline to order so it arrives in time for the holidays is December 3rd. We have all the deets at WCCO.com. WCCO, yep, .com, said that. 2020 is what I wanted to say. What I really wanted to say was dumpster fire, which is not only a description of the way I'm introducing this story, it also is a description of this year, and someone brilliantly has come up with a 2020 dumpster fire toy or decor item. Yep, you get wished a trashy dumpster fire Christmas. Guy selling these on Etsy. You could use it as an ornament. I think this would be a great ornament, right, to commemorate the year. He's got a 3D printing company in LA, which, you know, has been really struggling during the pandemic. So he said, you know what, it's a dumpster fire. I'm going to print it, and I'm going to sell it. You get the note. Thought this would be the best way to commemorate 2020. Hopefully, it will bring you happiness and laughter. Would you send somebody a dumpster fire ornament? I think I would. It feels right.
I don't know.
It's a little insult. You wouldn't do it, Eric? You wouldn't send somebody a dumpster fire?
Well, I mean, I'd put a little street sign next to it that says Lake Street, maybe, or something, because then, you know. Well, we saw a literal dumpster fire one night. I don't know. It's not my thing.
I feel like that's probably not the right thing to do.
Exactly. I'm pointing out that it's not the right thing to do.
Oh, I see. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Well, when you're talking about the whole year, I suppose here in the Twin Cities, the fact that we had parts of our community burning, right, it could be seen as insensitive.
Right.
That's true. Yep. I mean, everything is.
I'll just send it to my cousins in Iowa.
It's fine. They won't make that connection, right?
Right.
All right, let's talk about bubbles. Do you have a bubble? Are you in a bubble?
I should be in a bubble. Like
Bubble
Glinda the Good Witch.
Roll that beautiful bubble footage. It's kind of a weird thing to show, right? Hard to do a TV story about this. Erin's in her bubble, doing the interview.
I have a bubble. It's me. Yeah. It's Mike. It's my parents.
Alyssa and I were talking about this yesterday. We're kind of listing off like the people that we've seen, and we've only really seen people in groups of two. So like we'll go to dinner with another couple, but you don't really know what your bubble is doing, what the other people are doing. So that's sort of the danger with the safety that people feel with the bubble. What are people telling us on Facebook this morning?
Maggie says our bubble is mostly closely located family and friends.
Smart.
Yeah. Annette says it's only my mom and myself because everybody else is working.
Yeah, I mean, we had to have conversations with our family because I am the only one of my in-laws and my sister and brother-in-law who are, I'm the only one going to work.
Going to work, yeah. Wendy said I'm only letting my dogs in my bubble.
They never disappoint you, do they?
I don't see a downside with
You're not
that.
going to get the vid from the dogs, that's for sure.
You're only going to get love and devotion.
That's all dogs do?
No clapbacks.
It's, the bubble thing is tricky. I don't know. Like, we definitely have been talking about it and thinking about it.
And Mary says we have two bubbles, a family bubble and a neighborhood bubble. You know what all these multiple bubbles remind me of? Like when you were in junior high, in high school, and they were like, if you slept with one person, you've actually slept with 12.
It's the scary sex ed.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. It's true, though, Eric. It's true. Well, listen up, kids. That's sex ed from your friend Eric at the CBSN Minnesota Morning Update.